Well, you know what? Since you are in Microsoft Paint today, let me narrate that story, because I think I never did so. Where is OBS? Is OBS showing Paint? Okay. Very good photographic video, memory, and I remember every single detail about what happened that day in the toilet. So, we're talking about a public toilet of a metro station, which is already slightly cursed. And there is a wall here, a wall here. This is the entrance of the public toilet. Here there is the sink. I will write it because it just looks like a cube. And here are the things that men stand in front to pee. Now imagine that these were in 3 dimensions and lifted. This is where people would stand to pee, okay? These are the eyes. And pew. Okay. And there were rows of these, like this was the end of the wall. There were more of these things here. This is very relevant, by the way. I know they look a bit like amogas, but no, they're not. They are the places where people pee. And here, there were the places that people go inside to poop. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, the relevant parts of the story are the fact that here there were the sink, places to pee, and here places to poo. Your Sir Grindelot entered from here. This one was closed. There was clearly someone inside doing, you know, their poopy thing. A bit constipated. So I kept walking and I arrived here. So at this point in time, Sir Grindelot, with the knight helmet, is standing here because I want to go inside to poo. Inside there was the thing, there was not the toilet seat that, you know, you sit there and you play with your phone while you pretend that you poo at work. There was the thing that you had to actually squat to poop. I don't know what it's called. Let's call it the squat poop place. Squat poop place. Why did I write the letter L first? I don't know. When I arrived here, what happened is the following. There was a turd the size of my forearm here. And it's to scale. Like, this is me. This was the turd. It's a one-to-one scale reproduction of what I saw. So, whoever went to the toilet to poop not only dropped something that I thought only the Antichrist could drop in a toilet, but he missed the mark completely. It's not that it was a little bit inside, or rather, mostly inside, a little bit outside, and they forgot to flush. All of it was completely outside, about maybe a tiny speckle here. And they left it there. Like, they didn't want to handle with this. There was no tissue paper, because this was an MRT public toilet, so no tissue paper at all. And I was staring at this, and of course my expression changed a little bit. Do we have this one? Okay. Of course I no longer looked at like this. I more look like this. With a poopy face, a very concerned poopy face. I didn't change the color, but it's okay. Now the next very important thing happened. Someone entered the stall. And they made it here. What is this? Okay. They made it here. There. And they were happy. With the side of my right eye, I saw this person making it here. My brain, in a fraction of a second, processed the fact that there was a sink here, that person didn't stop there, so that person didn't have to use the sink. The places to pee are here, that person didn't stop there to pee, so that person could only be there to poo. I remember that this one was locked with a constipated individual inside. Here there was the turd of the Antichrist, and this one was empty. So the moment this guy turned the corner, I jumped. away from the third of the demons, and I went here. Like, I literally... Why do you give me these shitty lines, Paint? You're a trash program. Here. I jumped inside here in a place that was mildly cleaner. Again with my crown. And the dude walked here. When he arrived here, I was already in the toilet next door. I heard a fuck! Because he was clearly in a rush. And the guy here was stuck there forever. I just entered here, and he was absolutely doomed to have to face the third of the Antichrist that was hanging outside of the squat poop place here. That day, I didn't feel like a particularly good person. But I don't know what else I could have done. Like, I arrived there, my only two options were face the demon of poo, or go to the clean toilet and let someone else face the demon of poo. So I don't know what I should have done. Like, as a member of a civilized society. What a majestic day for Grindel. Well, the size of that thing was pretty majestic. Pretty majestic. But, you know, on a metaphysical level, I don't know what I should have done. Everyone would have done the same. Yeah, it's like the trolley problem. Exactly. Every time that I think of that occurrence in my life, I think of the trolley dilemma. Because there are some things in life that you do them, you know that you did the right thing, even though it's inconvenient for other people. And then there are times that you do something because it's convenient for you and you know it's wrong. But for that poop squat thing, Antichrist third story, when I think about it, I'm conflicted. It's one of the reasons why I remember it so well. What I'm trying to say is one day Joe Rogan will invite me to his podcast and we will discuss this in depth. It was sent down by God to test me. You failed. Maybe it was lifted up from hell from Satan and I passed the test. There is also that option.